Like a street thug committing a mugging, capital controls blindside most people. They strike without warning, which is precisely why they work so effectively. Imagine this scenario. The government announces a temporary bank holiday on a Sunday night. By Monday morning, all financial institutions are shuttered. Within days, new rules emerge. Suddenly, you can't move your money abroad. Cash-sniffing dogs appear at airports. ATM withdrawals face strict daily limits. Your life savings become trapped, like a lobster in a pot of slowly heating water. At this point, your wealth sits squarely in the government's crosshairs. What follows is predictable. Currency devaluation, emergency taxes, or outright confiscation through various creative means. The end result never changes. A massive transfer of wealth from citizens to the state. This isn't some dystopian fantasy. This exact pattern has played out repeatedly across the globe. Argentina, Lebanon, Greece, Cyprus, Iceland, Venezuela, Turkey, the list goes on. Countries of all sizes and economic standings have resorted to these desperate measures when facing financial crises. The uncomfortable truth? Capital controls can happen anywhere, even in Europe and America. Many Americans believe such scenarios can't happen here. History, however, tells a different story. In 1933, President Roosevelt signed Executive Order 6102, forcing Americans to surrender their gold to the government in exchange for dollars. The penalty for non-compliance? 10 years in prison and a hefty fine. The government-mandated exchange rate amounted to a 41% confiscation of purchasing power. Private gold ownership remained illegal for American citizens for 42 years until 1975. This isn't ancient history or a conspiracy theory, it's documented fact. When governments face existential financial threats, they reach for extraordinary measures, including capital controls. Today, warning signs flash brightly. The global fiat currency system, anchored by the US dollar, shows increasing strain. Since Nixon cut the dollar's final tie to gold in 1971, we've been living through a monetary experiment that has far exceeded its expected lifespan. Even those managing the system recognize its fragility. That's why discussions about resetting the monetary system have moved from fringe forums to mainstream financial institutions and global economic summits. Make no mistake, capital controls will feature prominently in any such reset. Capital controls represent government restrictions on how citizens can use their money, particularly when it comes to moving wealth across borders. Governments might allow citizens to purchase foreign currency only at artificially unfavorable official rates, creating a significant gap between official and black market rates. This difference represents a direct wealth transfer to the government. Authorities might impose prohibitive taxes on international transfers or foreign investments, making it financially impractical to move money abroad. In extreme cases, governments simply ban foreign asset ownership or criminalize transferring wealth outside national borders. The common thread is clear. All these measures aim to trap citizens' wealth within a jurisdiction where it can be more easily accessed by desperate authorities. Of course, these policies never arrive without justification. Expect elaborate propaganda campaigns portraying capital controls as necessary protective measures. Politicians will position themselves as guardians rather than predators. Mainstream media outlets will amplify these narratives, painting anyone opposing such measures as unpatriotic or selfish. Capital controls never exist in isolation. They invariably precede more aggressive wealth confiscation measures. Once your money is trapped, the government has numerous tools to diminish its value or seize portions outright. This makes timing critical. Acting before controls are implemented is essential. But how can you know when to move? One reliable warning sign appears consistently before capital controls: official denials. When government officials or central bankers explicitly state that no capital controls are being considered, consider it a flashing red alert. In the language of bureaucracy, firm denials often precede imminent action. As the saying goes, believe nothing until it has been officially denied. These denials serve a purpose. For capital controls to work effectively, they must catch the public off guard. If citizens receive advance notice, many will move assets beyond government reach, undermining the entire effort. When you hear those reassuring denials, understand you may have only hours, not days or weeks, to protect your wealth. The solution to avoiding capital controls is straightforward. Position some portion of your savings beyond your home government's reach before restrictions are imposed. Opening a foreign bank account in a stable jurisdiction provides immediate protection against domestic capital controls. Your home government cannot easily freeze or seize assets held in foreign financial institutions without international cooperation. The key is establishing this relationship before any hint of trouble. as foreign banks become increasingly reluctant to accept new clients from countries experiencing financial instability. Look for jurisdictions with strong banking privacy traditions, stable political systems, and histories of respecting property rights. Investing in foreign real estate represents one of the most control-resistant assets available. Physical property in foreign countries cannot be easily confiscated by your home government without extraordinary measures. Beyond protection from capital controls, international real estate offers additional benefits, like potential income generation through rentals, possible residency rights, and diversification across different property markets and currencies. Focus on countries with strong property rights, transparent title systems, and favorable treatment of foreign owners. Conduct thorough due diligence regarding local regulations, tax implications, and property management options before investing. Holding physical gold bullion in non-bank vaults abroad provides exceptional protection against both capital controls and currency devaluation. Gold has maintained value through countless currency collapses throughout history. However, where and how you store this gold matters tremendously. Avoid bank safe deposit boxes, which remain vulnerable during bank holidays or financial crises. Instead, use private non-bank vaulting facilities in stable jurisdictions like Singapore, Switzerland, and the Cayman Islands. These facilities offer sophisticated private vaulting services with strong legal protections for foreign clients, providing segregated storage and insurance against theft or damage. For smaller amounts, consider maintaining some physical gold in your direct possession, stored securely at home or in private locations, ensuring immediate access during emergencies when travel might be restricted. The global monetary system shows increasing signs of stress. Central banks worldwide have engaged in unprecedented money creation. Government debt has reached historically unsustainable levels. Inflation has returned with a vengeance after decades of relative stability. Those managing this system aren't blind to these realities. They're actively discussing what comes next, a reset that will likely involve significant pain for unprepared citizens. Capital controls represent a virtually certain component of any such reset. They've been deployed repeatedly throughout history when governments face existential financial threats. The window for protective action remains open today, but no one can say how long this opportunity will last. Financial crises often accelerate with surprising speed, and protective measures like capital controls typically arrive without warning, by design. The choice is yours. Take reasonable precautions now, while movement remains unrestricted, or risk finding yourself trapped when the rules suddenly change. Remember, in matters of financial self-protection, it's always better to be years early than a single day late. Thanks for watching. Check out Bulletproof Asset Protection for secret strategies to make your wealth untouchable. Follow the link in the description for more information.